How's everyone going today? My name is Sir MC Koi, and I'm coming here with my debut video on my channel, which is Franchise Hockey Manager. Now, I know it isn't exactly what I was planning on uploading, but until I get the proper equipment, I'm just going to stick with this game. I found it on Steam, and hopefully it's something that you all will be able to enjoy. So, without further ado, here we go. Now, I decided to pick my franchise team as the Pittsburgh Penguins. Obviously they're my favorite team. I wanted to try to be a GM and work my way up into the Penguins organization, but unfortunately the game just wouldn't allow me to do that. So, with that being said, let's get it started. So my first action was I wanted to sign Matt Niskanen to a new contract. He's been absolutely killing it this year for the Penguins in real life, and I know that he's still a young player, only 26, and he's got a lot of potential. So I figured, I'd sign him to about a 3-year contract, give him something fairly cheap, just to see. And so, I give him $550,000, $700,000, and $800,000. And here we go. Let's see what we can get out of him. Just had to up the contract offer just a little bit, because he wants to not renew his contract, and he said he will test the market. So I upped it a little more, and he's still declined. So with that being said, I decided to place him on the trade block. Just because I know that we have a lot of young potential defenders, and I just wasn't going to wait around for him. And my next move, just for a temporary replacement, was to sign Cam Barker. A little bit older, but he still has amazing defensive skills, and I knew that he would be a very cheap one. He only wants 4 years for $554 million, and that is a contract that I can easily make happen. And as you can see here, I am obliging. I'm actually giving him $600,000 per year. And I guess we're going to wait on that one. And here you can just see his stats. He's an amazing left defender, great puck handling skills. Definitely more of an offensive defensive man. So let's see how we can do. And here was my first trade offer. I tried to trade Matt Niskanen and $10,000 for Evander Kane, and that did not work out at all. But right after that, the next day, I saw that we got Cam Barker. So I put him in the line with Robert Scuderi on my third D pairing. And I'm thinking about I'm going to have to demote Matt Niskanen next time, but for now, those are my D pairing, and unfortunately I had to scratch Olli Mata, who I really wanted to be that young player that would work his way up in my ranking, but hopefully next year. And unfortunately, the signing of Cam Barker meant I had to free up some cap space. So Bortuzzo was sent down to the AHL, and one move that I really hated to do is I had to send Olli Mata back to the OHL and give him to the London Knights for one more year, and that really hurt my feelings, but you gotta do what you gotta do. So here we are, opening game against the New Jersey Devils. Here we go. And I wasn't really sure how to work with the sims, so I did a lot of testing, and I learned that you could sim to period end, which I feel I'm probably gonna do more often. And I don't know, I did a few different game sims, and I'll just have you guys determine which one you like the best, because as you can see, it only sims by like 10 or like a minute at the most. Anytime there's a stop and play, there's a stop in the sim, which is very frustrating, and very soon I realized that just wasn't going to work, so I did a full sim of the period when I learned that I could do that. And to start out, we're 3 minutes in, and there's only 1 shot on goal by the Devils and 0 by our team, so. And now 2 shots. Still no goals. This first game was a major disappointment for me, as you will see as I learn how to sim. It just, I don't know. I didn't expect that the Devils would already score on us, as they just did with Dainis Zubris, and it just all went downhill from that point on. As you can see, a long time right there with no whistle. But my main goal with this team is I want to obviously keep the main star power that we have in Sidney Crosby, Evgeny Malkin, and I just want to work on our depth. As you can see there, our third line is D'Agostini, Sutter, and Craig Adams. I like Craig Adams, but we need some depth on that third line. We need a scoring winger, and maybe D'Agostini will be able to develop into that. And there you see I learned how to sim to the end, and it's already 2-0 after the first. And another goal by Dainis Zubris, who I believe had 2 at the end of this game. So, just going through the stats, and we only had 7 shots on goal in that first. That is not how things should be. It's not how the Penguins play, and I was extremely disappointed to see that. So I simmed another period. It's now 3-0. And we finally get on the board, and I believe it is James Neal, our sole goal scorer, who is definitely someone that I expect to at least see 40 goals out of. And they score another goal and yet another, and that game's over. That was an embarrassing way to start out the season as we lose 5-1 to the New Jersey Devils. Not what we like to see. So, in that game, Craig Adams was actually injured. Funny, we were just talking about him. So, I decided to put Joe Vitale onto my third line. Hopefully, he'll be able to fill in, give us that scoring touch, and, you know, give us that extra spark that that line needs. On to the next game. We are another home game against the Buffalo Sabres. Hopefully this game will go a little bit better. And this one I simmed a lot faster. It starts at 1-0 right there. Rough start. Fortunately, I did not get to see who scored that goal. And then we sim through the second. And it is still 1-0. Not the way we like to see this game happening. We are a scoring team, and yet we cannot get points on the board. It's now 3-0. And somehow, we are able to come back and score 3 goals. James Neal had 2 of those goals. And now into overtime. Unfortunately, I hit play just to sim it slowly, but it quick simmed, which really disappointed me. But, here we go. Into overtime. And Evgeny Malkin with the game winner. That's what we like to see. 4-3 overtime win for the Pittsburgh Penguins, and they have their first points on the season at home against the Buffalo Sabres. As you can see, we are very low in the ranks, though. We are 15 out of 16 in our conference, which is an ugly start, and so we're looking to improve that against the Carolina Hurricanes, who are definitely a very, very skilled team. And this one I simmed through very, very quickly. Eventually. And they start off scoring, and it's tied 1-1. And Sidney Crosby has the lone goal so far in the first period. And off we go simming the second, and it is still 2-1 now. James Neal again with his 4th goal of the season. He is proving that he is definitely doing great down there on the second line with Gino. And that's the final score, 2-1. Game-winning goal by Neal and first goal of the season by Sidney Crosby. And the next move I wanted to do is I've still been trying to trade Matt Niskanen, so I went and tried to get Clune out of Nashville. He's very young, talented left wing, and someone that I would really like to get. So I figured, you know, trading him just straight up for Niskanen would be a fairly even offer, you know. And so I offered that trade, and I was thinking about throwing in some cash, but in the end I just decided Matt Niskanen upwards for Richard Clune should be a fair deal. And we'll see after this game, as we are on our first road game against the Florida Panthers. This game I did decide to do the simulating a little differently. I simmed through the entire third period in the slow motion. So as you can see, after the first it is 0-0. Simming through the second, and still 0-0, so this is going to be a very exciting third period. And here we go, the game is tied at 0. Puck is dropped, Gawk wins it cleanly. Shot by Boyce from long range, and Fleury makes the stop, but he can't hold on to the puck. Rebound, and Thomas Fleischmann, and it's saved by Marc-Andre Fleury. I'm going to try to do a commentary, just let me know how you feel about it, but it's just something that I'm going to give a try, and we'll see how it goes. Pittsburgh has the puck. Probably just going to be reading off of that. Scuderi shot at the net, and rolling on Manny, sent it wide. Shot by Dupers. Markstrom has no chance, and that's a goal for Pascal Dupuis. It is now 1-0 for the Penguins. Finally, the goal is able to go through, and it's the utility player, Pascal Dupuis. And that's what we like to see out of this Penguins team. Tying with some open ice, takes the shot, and it goes off into the corner. See, I'm not really sure how I feel about this commentary thing. If it didn't have the words down there and if I could actually see it happening, it would probably be better, but we'll go with it. Fleury makes the save on Barkov. Malkin shot from long range, and it just goes off the post, and that was an easy goal that he should have had. Thomas Fleischmann in close, and Fleury has no trouble getting that save, and he has been on fire with 31 saves so far. Brandon Sutter shoots from medium range, and Markstrom, easy save, right in the chest. Duper's medium range. Markstrom has no chance, and that's the second goal for Pascal Dupuis. He is the only scoring person on this team, and he is lighting the lamp for the Penguins. This makes it a 2-1 lead with just about half of the third gone, and that's what we like to see out of Pascal Dupuis. Barker with another shot, but Markstrom's able to get the save. There was no screen there provided for him, and it's an easy save for Markstrom. Florida has the puck after winning the draw. Now Crosby wins this one. Pittsburgh has the puck. Okay, see, these are the kind of things that I don't like. Those are literally just 3 things that say they won the draw. Marc-Andre Fleury with another save. He has now made 32 saves on this game. This is an amazing performance by Marc-Andre Fleury, and we still have half a period to go. I'm trying to figure out if there are any other simulation options that I can do. I'd like to go slower, but at the same time, it gives me the option to do commentary, but it's just going so slow like this. So we'll see how things go and just go from there, I guess. Saved by Marc-Andre Fleury, as we are now a little less than 9 minutes left. Barkov with the shot, and it just goes over the net. Those are the kind of opportunities that you cannot miss. Kobasu has some open ice, takes the shot, and Markstrom with the save. That is a clutch save. Kulikov with the shot, and that's going wide. The Panthers just cannot seem to hit the net, and they need to, because they need to get some shots on goal, and they need to get some goals. Kobasu again with some open ice, and Markstrom, and it's too wide. He just misses the net, and that is a wasted opportunity to put this game away. Florida with the puck. Bergenheim lets the shot go, and Marc-Andre Fleury with another save. He has now had 35 shots on goal and has stopped all of them. Dupuis in close, and he just misses the net. There was the hat trick right there, and he just cannot get it. Upshaw with the puck, he shoots, and Fleury makes yet another save, but he can't hold on to the puck. Rebound, Matthias, and he scores on the rebound. It is now 2-1. Penguins with that lead shortened. Niskanen with the shot from mid-range, and Markstrom makes another save. Penguins really got to tighten it down on defense. They've given up 37 shots, and that is not what you want to see. You do not want your goaltender under that much pressure. There's only 2 minutes left. Pascal Dupuis, open ice, takes a shot, and Markstrom with another save. Dupuis is determined to get that hat trick, and Markstrom will not let him. Markstrom is all over. Both goalies have just had an amazing game. Both have 37 shots on them, and that is crazy for a goaltender to have to face that many shots. Less than a minute left, over the net and off the glass. Niskanen misses wide. Orpik lets the shot go, and it goes wide again. These defensemen just cannot hit these shots from the point. Fleury with the stop. There's only 19 seconds left. With the shot, and he misses the net. Oh my God, that was crucial. And the game is over. The Penguins are able to leave Florida with a 2-1 victory. What a game. Dupuis, the sole scorer in that one for the Penguins. And as you can see here, this trade from Nashville was declined. Very unfortunate. But when we come back, we will continue this road trip in Florida as we will face the Tampa Bay Lightning. And we are now 5th in the league. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope you're ready to watch more videos.